We have yet more locations to attend to. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Peruse at your leisure.
'Tis nice to see everyone out and about.
Suppose I'd best earn my keep.
I can tell Harve.
Look as long as you please.
These writings could be of import. A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Oh dear, what am I to do?
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing. Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Aye. Telly's. Her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
I've wares of every ilk.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Words fail to capture the awe I feel standing atop this bridge.
Built with the people's blood, sweat, and taxes, no doubt.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll... Major.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry. Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
The creature's corpse will serve us well. Are you certain you can manage it? 'Tis an awfully long shot.
Looking to rush to your day.
You piss me off.
This is where my luck runs out.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
I cut out for this.
Should have quit while I had the chance.
no more or less than what one might have expected.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
This looks like trouble.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
My pack's heavy as a sack of rocks. There might even be a few in here. Oh, I've got to stop picking up every little thing. Look faster! Goblins!
Leave it to me.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. If I might have my say, is your pack not overburdensome? Oh, you carry so
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand.
The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. One of us has been friends.
much obliged. For you, I dare say. A new destination calls to you, I take it. Well, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us. Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case. Isn't much of a
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by. Perhaps I could show you the way?
hope you weren't expecting mercy. Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight, for all I've stuffed myself.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way.
This looks as good a place as any.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one. You've given me much to think about. There, master, an ogre. Leave it to me. You're not him regretting. Beasts are said to fixate utterly on women, such that they chase them blindly. 'Tis a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be to court danger. I'll put an end to this blow, master.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try. Over here.
Be sure to aim true.
I'm gonna ensure.
At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Ooh, stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper. Might I interest you in my humble... wares? Hope to see you again.
Could you come over here? Ah, a material. Useful things, these. Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Views such as this that make a journey worthwhile.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
'Tis as you say.
must finding these be so difficult?
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Could you come over here?
Oh! A small force ventured inside. Though I've seen neither hide nor... I'll not stop you if you wish to explore. But don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
Fine. There's a haze. Need help. I don't want to fall here.
God, damn blizzard. Is this where I'm to draw my last?
Oh, that's right. Now, listen well. The Gigantus is an earthen structure. Just as the Arisen commands the pawns, so too does the sea's peril supposedly. The brine have their As for what the brine deem, some would argue that 'tis the hand of xeon. But what of it? Those unbidden sips of ale are what keep the throat from growing parched. That brings me back to what I was saying about 'tis fond of clay, and tall enough to graze its brow upon the very clouds. What's more, 'tis said its lofty gaze watches o'er the world, and should it be stirred to life by the voice of the sea, you do not believe, but I assure you 'tis no less than the truth. I've beheld it. That's right. I was telling you about the Gigantus. Until you went off somewhere. Humph. Young people are so impatient. Now, listen well. The Gigantus is an earthen... Just as the Arisen commands the pawn, supposedly, the Brine have their colossal... As for what the Brine deem an act of accept, some would argue that 'tis... But what of it? Those unbidden... That brings me back to what... 'Tis formed of clay, and tall enough to graze its brine. And should it be stirred to life, you do not believe. But I assure you 'tis no less than...
Our road was a long...
If you're intent...
The Fiend Unknown is the most perilous. We'll manage whatever comes. We always do, don't we? Sorry!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack. Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
French day. Oh, can't say I envy you. That was impeccably timed, Arisen. Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well, that's quite a discovery.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
We've earned ourselves a... That's that, then.
Aptly said.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my... Would you aid me in reaching...
Over here! We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
You didn't trust this item of import to me, Master? Very well. I shall keep it safe till you have need of it.
Naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment after purchasing the very same item in a shop.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade. You weren't expecting mercy?
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew. I would so enjoy seeing this obstacle smashed to pieces. Ranged attacks are my speciality, Master. Shall I assist?
What have I done to deserve this?
As you wish. I shall return directly.
You went in there to say I underestimated you, friend. You've done well this day. I thank you. You've done well this day.
Oh, you have my gratitude, friend. Were it not for your aid, I'd have died.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with sorrow. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home. You're the... We were hoping to reclaim our village. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. What are we to do? Ah, but mayhap they needn't at all. You are the... Please, sir, do something,
A bask of saurians has made its nest within the village. But not for long, if we have any say in the matter. Seems we've stumbled into saurian territory. I hope we weren't exactly Shall we report back now?
Is the deed done, good Arisen? We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I dare say we'll have this place. I cannot thank you enough. If you happen to pass by, I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack.
A fine job by our merry band. What say we visit again anon, to see how the village fares in the aftermath?
Welcome, sir. Probably so if you're here to... Bye. Hope to see you again.
took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
Getting proper rest is an important... You'll not believe it. Our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor. This way, if you please.
Look, Master. A treasure chest.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Always a pleasure. Look, as long as you...
Well met, sir.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Welcome.
This isn't much to go on.
I cannot take another moment.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check... price, just remember... misers die. Hope to see you again.
Tranquil places such as this come rain or shine.
Dead on my feet. Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, hope to see you again. Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to... survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early death. Hope to see you again.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
Ah, returned. Splendid. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it,
Ox cart seems a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
Tis as you say.
have an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not. I only ask your name to list as a I'd be much obliged. It sound appealing? Then...
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master. The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Good.
You've come. Glad so. What say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you need many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week, at no charge. What a steal.
It is as you say.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time. Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen. Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice... change of pace.
I hope you slept well.
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way. Here at last.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
There is much we ought to tend to. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows should you continue to display such valor. The day will soon come, and ere it slips my mind.
'Tis done! I knew we'd manage somehow.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of...
There is much we ought to tend to. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's Stormchester from the pains he took to remain on scene. 'Tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from... That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get... The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen... For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. but as I hear. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of... But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you... What say you, your majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an Here. This should suffice. Take care, your majesty. Ah. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable... Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Right. Just follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve...
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will. The Arisen is capricious indeed. But don't despair. We shall count upon your guidance when the time comes.
My head hurts just thinking about it. My head hurts just thinking.
Was I too quick for you, Master? Don't worry, I shall wait for you right here.
What to do? I have no mother or father to speak of, you see. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. The problem is, do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty for true. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers there.
This way, if you please.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Well, take your time. You know where to...
Prod me if you must, Master, but I've nothing more to say. Who might have the answers we need? Sure, ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Malcolm's been just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an
What business would you have with a humble farmer?
Farming might look like simple work, but 'tisn't.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late, don't know why he bothered.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slums. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Good day, sir.
What business would you have with a humble farmer?
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But it's easy enough. I should know, I've done it.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Not half.
Eludes me, but I'm certain there is one.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Oh, well met, sir.
Ho there. Faring all right?
Oi, keep your distance.
This performance is the pinnacle of its ilk.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found. Treasure? I wonder what it was Malcolm...
I spend my days in quiet reflection. Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
I fear I've much to attend to.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together. But I wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into the...
Don't we have a report to make, Master? Just where are these vaults exactly? Let us return to Sir Kendrick. Perchance he will know more. Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to...
Vaults, you say? Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad... Come, I fear there's not a moment. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children... Look, there, a hole. Could he have... There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but let us make haste.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side. As you say.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to be guided to our destination. Let's try to follow along. 'Tis as you say.
These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they?
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Ah, I'll have to remember to tell my... Don't master about this.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And
It is quite a find indeed. Is this some manner? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must... Might I ask that you not share the existence? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come... Let's investigate this place's...
It's quite a collection of tomes.
The books ne'er seem...
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool. We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
talk to. I'm not leaving till you take it. So there.
I must be good. I must have a full bag.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
Best quality a soldier can have is loyalty.
In the humdrum of daily life. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words... You've my gratitude. I have seen your path. You've my gratitude. If the way forward is shrouded to you, 'tis lovely to see you.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Always another end to see to.
That do it, I suppose.
Quite a predicament.
Another moment.
Lots to do.
Either no serious.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Well met, sir.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Perchance. Always a pleasure. Plenty of gossip to be had.
Well met, sir. Good evening, sir. I trust you for... Head all right on the roads, despite the hour? You know where to find me.
All this worrying's giving me an achy back. Oh dear.
Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers? Oh, these should brighten the day. Would you mind terribly if I... See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed all you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and... But there's the problem. I've been looking... Would you find a silver stone and bring it for true? And I'll be waiting.
Our next mission.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. They're hard to find, aren't they?
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me. No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fare... all right on the roads, despite the hour? You know where to find...
Oh, I can't find a silver stone. Oh, just say, aren't you curious who are... Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen.
I do like it here, but it can get very dark. There's much needs doing.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I'm only glad to have proven my worth.
Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride, no foe shall harm you while I yet... stand.
I thank you for the chance to hone my swordsmanship.
If we share our strengths, we...
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this.
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to. Survive. Many thanks. I appreciate the bit.
Take this. Tis
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So I hope to see you again.
There are few things as exciting as receiving new equipment.
Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
Could you come over here?
Weary at this hour, sir? You must have quite a... tale to tell. You know where to find me. This inspires me. Come, let's give it some moment.
This is beyond the pale.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I'm unsure how best to proceed. It's a shame. I'd sooner stay out of that where it's possible. I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems.
We've naught to discuss.